Hey everyone, this is Phoenix Fire X2Y, aka Collin. Some of you may recognize me from my other YouTube account, Biohazard13, where I also go by Fire. But this account is dedicated to being my vlog for chronicling my transition. I am FTM transgender, and I am just starting on my journey. Okay. When I say I'm just starting on my journey, I mean I'm just starting on a new part of my journey. I've known that I was transgender for almost 2 years now. 2 years next month, I believe. Okay, I started questioning in February, about 2 years ago. It was more like March where I actually knew. But I've been working on passing as male for about 5 months now, almost, yeah, and that's full-time. Been getting better at recently. Okay, so it was part-time at first, but it was, I was dressing at school, and just where I could, and then I started coming out more, and I got to the point where I was able to start dressing all the time. Last night was actually a big milestone for me. I actually just started with a FTM support group in Chattanooga, Tennessee, at the House of Hope. It's a wonderful place if you're anywhere near Chattanooga and you're having, similar issues, or just, any sort of issue where you feel you would want to go see a therapist. I recommend House of Hope already. I haven't even had a individual session yet, but I went to FTM support group last night, and it was amazing. My therapist is going to be Dr. McGinley. He's very kind. I met him last night, and I'm looking forward to starting this portion of my transition. I'm living with my girlfriend, in at her place, with her mom, who actually doesn't know. I mean, she knows I'm living here, but she knows I'm FTM, but she doesn't know about us, which is kind of sad. But you got to do what you got to do, and whatever. But she is beautiful, kind, caring, and the best thing that's ever happened to me. Actually, when I came out to her, I knew I was trans before I met her, actually, but it was about a year before we started getting really close, and I actually came out as trans to her, and she was like, okay, and it surprised me a lot. I wasn't expecting that kind of reaction from her. Yeah, it was touching. Actually, a lot of people that I've come out to have been very, very supportive and very understanding. Because I started coming out to my friends kind of one by one, not really, oh, I'm gonna come out to so and so today. It was more of a they're getting close to realizing something, and so I was like, okay, here's the deal, and I would tell them, and they'd be mostly it was like, okay, I'm not sure I quite understand, but okay, I can sort of see where you're coming from, and they were curious, and they would ask more, and some of the other people I came out to actually turned out to be FTM themselves, and I couldn't be here without their support. Specifically, one of my buddies, he is amazing, and inspiration. And, you know, I probably wouldn't have had the courage to come out to my mom if, if I hadn't talked to him, and, if we hadn't been through some of the stuff that, he's been through and, came to me about, and I've been through and went to him about, I probably wouldn't have been able to come out to my mom, which, I did. I actually came out via email. I think I sent the email the 22nd, something like that, of October. And she wrote me back an email that displayed she didn't read it all the way through, because, I explained a lot of stuff, and she just went off. Like, she got 3 paragraphs into where I actually tell her and, stop reading, and, just went off on a rant on me. And then a few days, she, the only thing she really said was, dinner's in the kitchen. And then she'd go hide on the back porch or in the other room so she didn't have to look at me. And then the 3rd day, she sits me down and she says, as far as I'm concerned, Nicole died on October 25th. That was the day she actually read it. 2011, and I don't know who you are. She proceeded to tell me that she wasn't telling me to move out, but at the same time, what she said to me was basically saying, get your stuff and get out. And so, the next day, I've been planning on going up to my friend's house for a Halloween party. And they were going up a day early. Some people were going up a day early to do decorations and stuff. And I asked, well, actually, it was my girlfriend, where I am right now. And my mom doesn't know about that either. But, I asked if I could come up a day early because, that happened. And so, of course, my girlfriend was like, yeah, just follow us up when we go. And so I did. And, I packed for a week because I knew that I wasn't coming back for a week. I was like, no, I can't deal with you. And, after that week was up, my mom was harassing me and hounding me. Actually, the day that I left, I came home from school. It was actually their Oktoberfest Halloween costume contest thing. And I came home, and I've been crying because there was a song that they played. And I came home and she'd been crying, and she said I broke her heart and all this, that, and the other, and how could you do this to me? And she threatened to commit suicide if I moved out, which it upset me greatly, but I still told her I was going to be gone a week. And, that week went by. She harassed me to come back after just the weekend because of school, but she didn't know at that point that, because she took my good car that we were co-signed on and left me with my old car that I own myself, which is a 94 Sentra, and it's a piece of crap falling apart. And the stress of, trying to come out to her and trying to pass and, the general just getting called the old name, having to deal with the teachers getting called, the feminine pronouns, all of that, it had me so to the point of I just didn't want to do anything. It was like, I wasn't doing well this semester. I couldn't focus, so I took it as my opportunity to just drop that semester and not worry about that when I had bigger things to do. I had to get out of the house because she was emotionally messing with me for years beforehand, and then I lost all trust in her when she was so very quick to disown me. And I mean, she's disowned two of her brothers, almost disowned my brother. She disowned her twin brother, and if she was gonna do the same to me, I didn't want to be there, and I didn't want to be the person that she thought I should be, the person she thought I was and didn't know any better, and she blames me for, we grew apart the last 3 years, but she's got her own problems, and I tried like nobody's business to try and, reconnect with her, or stay connected with her, and she just pushed me away, and at that point, I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna stay, so I'm up here with my girlfriend, Jamie. She's beautiful, and I could not be happier. I never want to leave her. Oh, I could cry. She's so beautiful, and she accompanied me to my my group last night, my support group last night, and she's been the most supportive person that I've ever had in my life, of anything, of me. And to be so supportive of me as an FTM, me as a man. Jamie, I love you. You're my world. And God, I'm not gonna cry. And her mom's extremely supportive of me as FTM. I mean, as she said, how can a mother do something like that to her own child? You should love your child no matter what. I mean, I don't understand it. She doesn't understand it. None of us really understand it. But I mean, sometimes you gotta give them time, but sometimes they may never come around. And right now it seems like she's not going to, but I know that I should just give it time. But all she ever seems to do is like degrade me anymore, and I'm not gonna put up with that. But yeah, I'm gonna put up videos of my transition, and sorry I rambled for like 14 minutes already. Yeah, I'm gonna chronicle this, and I'm gonna tell a little bit about some of the stuff that I use and some of my little techniques, and just hopefully give hope and information to the people who need it, because It helped me. Alright, this is Phoenix Fire X2Y signing off.